Seeing and asking for signs is all about tuning in to your highest good and opening up your mind to believe that there is spirit all around you that is helping you. It wants you to succeed. Hi everyone, what's up? It's Megan here from Magic Materialized, and today I'm talking about one of my very favorite subjects, and that is signs from the universe. Each of us here on Earth have a team of spirit guides that are helping guide us through our life's path and journey. It doesn't matter if you believe they're there, they are there helping you out. And they love to send us messages. If you choose to, you can decide to tune into their guidance and start taking a more active role in your listening and following the signs along your highest path. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some common signs that you might be seeing and how to interpret them, and also how to ask your spirit guides for specific guidance. I'll start off by describing some of the common signs that our guides like to send us. The first thing that you may notice if you're getting a message from your spirit guides is repetition. Your guides aren't really playing around. If you don't notice it the first time, they're going to keep on sending that message. So if you're in your daily life and you notice that you keep seeing a certain number, a certain color, a certain animal or plant symbol, make sure you look up the significance of that. Numerology could be a whole separate video. Your guides like to show you specific numbers because each number has an exact and special meaning. And because we live in this amazing internet age, it's super easy to look up those meanings online. It's extra powerful if you are seeing a number in doubles or triples or even quadruples. So if you're seeing 222, 444, 1111, a personal example from me, I constantly see 4s and 444, and even further from that, I see 2, 222 a lot, and also 8, 88, 888. So these are all multiples of 4s. When I looked up the angel number 444, I learned that it is a sign of patience and trust and building and foundations. So the universe loves to give me these signs of be patient, you are building it right now, and you're going to see that success come to fruition in the future. The number that you keep seeing, that'll have its own specific meaning, so be sure to get in touch with that. Other common signs include animal, plant, and color symbolism. So for an example for me, the other night I was getting ready to go to bed and I was feeling a little bit stressed about a creative project that I'm working on. So I was getting into bed with the idea that I was going to journal it out and figure out what I'm thinking. As I reached for my journal on my bedside table, there was a spider there. I'm a little bit scared of spiders, but I gathered up the spider in a cup and set it free outside. But after, I decided to search up the animal totem of a spider. What I learned about spiders is in symbolism, their two main meanings is again, patience. Okay, yes, universe, I trust you. And also creativity. So seeing the spider was telling me to be patient and let my creativity pave the way for the project. Color symbolism is another huge thing. If you find you're constantly seeing a certain color or certain colors of plants are coming into your life, definitely look into what that color means. For example, I was at work one day and I was choosing to be positive even though a lot of negative things that could be perceived as negative were happening. And a party that I was working, an event, was all decked out in white flowers, and when the guests were leaving, they let me know that they were not going to take the bouquets with them and I could have them. And white being the color of spirit and innocence and purity, I took that to mean that the universe was blessing me for my mindset of gratitude and for my positivity that I carried out through my shift, and it was rewarding me by these amazing white flowers that I got to take home. Another thing to keep an eye on are signs coming to you in dreams. I really recommend keeping a dream journal on your bedside table so you can write down those vivid memories before they escape your mind, because they really can be your intuition coming into your subconscious body and telling you things that you need to know. This year, I have really grown in leaps and bounds with my connection to my spirit guides, and I'm thinking of making a video for you as well about how you can connect to your spirit guides, because I have had a lot of success with it. But before this began, nearing the end of 2018, I had such an intense dream. And I know it sounds really weird, but bear with me here. I mean, you made it this far in the video, so you might be okay with a bit of weirdness. But I had this dream that I was breastfeeding an alien. I don't know if it was exactly an alien, I just know that it was a weird creature. It kind of looked like an alien, a dinosaur type thing. This was such a vivid image, and the feeling in the dream was I had to nurture this little alien baby, and I really wanted to help it grow and show it compassion. I wrote down my dream and did some research online on different dream dictionaries, and I learned that dreams in which you are breastfeeding always symbolize something that you are nurturing. And since I was breastfeeding an alien, a kind of ascended being, it was really representative of me nurturing my own spiritual journey that was growing inside of me. So pay attention to your dreams. So those are all examples of signs that your guides have just decided to give to you. They want you to see it. They place it in your field of vision, they place it in your subconscious mind, but I can also tell you that we have the power to ask for signs and have an open dialogue with our spirit guides. So I'll tell you some examples of how I've done this in my own life. One night I was thinking about a particular facet of my career, a decision that I had to go forward with, and I wanted to know if it was on the highest path for me. So I thought of my specific spirit guide and I imagined her with me, and I asked for a sign. When asking for a sign, you can literally ask for whatever you want, but I personally like to choose things that I wouldn't see on the regular, so I know that it's more special and more real. I asked my guide if I could see blueberries, and that would represent that I was on the right path career-wise. I chose blueberries because currently it's winter here in Canada and I don't really buy them when they're in the off-season. After I asked for the sign, I went to sleep, and the next morning I had completely forgotten about asking for the sign. Let me know if anybody else has the same experience, but basically every time I ask for a sign, the minute I ask for it, it leaves my mind and I forget about it until it later comes to fruition. The next morning, I had this random urge to clean out the fridge for myself and my roommates. So I was doing that, you know, getting it all tidy. At the very back of the fridge, behind a lot of stuff, so I hadn't seen it before, I found 2 cartons of blueberries. The next story is about a different aspect of my life. It was about my relationship. I won't go too into detail about it, but I wanted to know that my relationship was meant to be and something that I should have in my life. And so I was journaling this time, and I asked to see a specific sign. If my relationship was on the right track, I asked to see a green heart. The day goes on, it's a busy day. Again, as soon as I ask for the sign, it vanishes out of my mind. At the very end of the day, I'm lying in bed. When I go to bed, decide to open my Facebook, see what's going on there. Open up my app. The very first post I see is a photo, and underneath the photo, the only caption is the green heart emoji. Spirit just delivers. Like when you ask for something, it's crazy how fast you see the sign if it is in alignment with you. I'm not saying that you will see the sign every time, because of course, sometimes you're not meant to see the sign. Sometimes if I asked, is my relationship aligned? If it wasn't, the universe wouldn't have shown me that green heart. But if you are in alignment and you ask for a sign to confirm it, the universe delivers so fast. It's like express mail. It will happen for you. My last story is also tied to a common way the universe likes to send messages, and that is that your guides love to send you messages through songs and music. So if you randomly really like a song and are listening to it on repeat, or you find every time you turn on the radio you hear the same song, take a moment and take in those lyrics. Listen to what it is saying, the feelings it's evoking in you, because that is most definitely a message from spirit. One time I was taking the bus home from work and I was just trying to call in my spirit guide and trying to deepen my relationship with her. This was before I kind of had the big breakthrough where I feel like we have a really good communicative relationship now. And I was just really wanting to tell her that I wanted to let her in and I wanted us to have a relationship. and I was listening to Spotify, just a playlist on shuffle, and so I decided to ask her, the next song, I want to hear a message from you. I'm sitting there, the next song came on, and it was the song All That by Carly Rae Jepsen. If you don't like Carly Rae Jepsen, I think you should listen to her because I find her music just so positive and upbeat and moving. But anyways, in the song All That, the lyrics that were standing out to me that kept happening again and again and again in repetition were "Just let me in your arms." And this was before I developed my connection with my spirit guide, and all I wanted was to let her in. And I had asked for a message from her, and what she told me was to just let her in. I want to end the video by talking a little bit about protective signs. Now, these may be things that you don't realize your spirit guide has a hand in the beginning because they may seem negative, but I think they are your spirit guide protecting you in the long run. So say you're trying to get somewhere, maybe you're in a rush, and it just seems like nothing's working for you. There's a lot of traffic, there's a detour. You could decide to become very frustrated because this is getting in the way with how you plan to live your day. But I think more often than not, it is your spirit guides telling you that you are not meant to be going to that place. And it could be for a variety of reasons. If it's happening a lot in a career, it could be that that particular career move isn't supposed to happen for you. You're not supposed to get to that interview. You're not supposed to go to that shift. Or on a larger scale, it could be to protect your human life. You're supposed to stay here. And if you continued that way, there could be an accident, something in a bigger scale that you as a human don't have the knowledge of. So when you feel like there's a lot of blocks and delays in your day that aren't letting you get done what you wanted to get done, I think it can be really beneficial to tune in and think, why is the universe, why are my guides telling me I shouldn't be doing this today? It doesn't have to be about a destination. It could also be about a project and the program keeps shutting down. Well, you could choose to be really frustrated about that because it's inhibiting your life, or you could choose to tune in and see, maybe I'm overworking myself right now. Maybe I'm meant to take a break right now. Seeing and asking for signs is all about tuning in to your highest good and opening up your mind to believe that there is spirit all around you that is helping you. It wants you to succeed. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Definitely like it if you did, and let me know if you want a video where I go into depth about how I connected and built this great relationship with my spirit guides and how you can do it too. I would love to read any stories about signs that you've gotten from your guides in the comments. I find that super inspiring. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful night.